time, chat. It's time for the news. Hello, everyone. It's time to launch everyone's favorite news cannon, JPNN. There's been a handful of little tidbits over the night here on whatever this is, E3 Day 3, something like that. Who fucking knows? Who knows how these days are numbered anymore? There is some content being streamed on /E3 today, but I cannot restream that on this channel. But it sounds like I'm not missing much. The Take-Two Interactive thing just happened, and apparently it was a Zoom call for like 30 minutes. And people just continue to laugh at E3 and their vision of what consists of a conference or content. It's bad. Capcom is having a thing here, though, later today around 5:30 Eastern, which we'll probably check out the footage from. I don't know. I don't know. There's not much to be shown, though, it seems. They're kind of cocking it up in a lot of ways. So, but we do have news. We had a fantastic multiplayer overview that came out for Halo Infinite. That VOD should exist on YouTube already. If you're currently watching this, I would say pause JPNN, go watch the Halo Infinite multiplayer overview, then come back here because it's very good. I'm excited for the multiplayer stuff that they showed. I think for me, the biggest takeaway from that, apart from the gameplay looking good, is the idea that battle passes are not going away. It's that you can go and get a battle pass of whatever you want. If there's a battle pass that you want to work on in Halo Infinite, you can just choose them and you can get that battle pass and work on that specific one while someone else is working on a completely different one because you want that content more so than the other content. It's 10 out of 10. It's the way that I think all battle passes should be from this point forward. I hope everyone steals that, and I think that should become the norm. However, there is the idea that, greed exists, and the idea of FOMO, yeah. You know. It just depends. Now you got to buy all the battle passes? No, not necessarily. You don't have to buy any of them. It's piecemeal. You can choose which one you want, which is why that's badass. I'm currently trying to find a file here. Maybe I should put on a video so I can do this. But yeah, it's very good. The biggest bit of news is Elden Ring stuff has started to get out there. I believe IGN did an interview with Miyazaki to discuss about a ton of stuff regarding From Software and Elden Ring. And by Elden Ring, I mean...
Elden Ring.
Uh-huh. One more time.
Elden Ring.
Great. Oh, I see it. Okay. The old Elden Ring. Sorry, I'm juggling a thing, trying to get a camera frame to work. We got some live graphic editing here in just a sec. But let's read through this this article. We'll probably go through the bullet points, but there's a lot out about Elden Ring that I didn't expect to get for a long time. These are the news. There are 6 major areas that function as distinct dungeons. Each one is ruled by a demigod character, and you also do not have to follow any of those as an order. There's a hub character, hub confirmed, much like, any other Souls game. In between all of those things, there are catacombs, there are castles, there are fortresses, there are mini dungeons, also mini dungeons, both mini and mini. You know what I'm saying? So that's all very cool, very exciting. According to Famitsu, they are confident that Elden Ring will arrive on its release date. There is, of course, a character creator. Okay, character creator. There are multiple endings. Okay. You have a much higher degree of freedom than before. Okay. There are optional bosses. Great. Great. Battle arts from Dark Souls 3 will return, but they are not fixed to a weapon. And there are approximately 100 techniques. That's cool. I like that. You can probably get some crazy shit going on then. That seems very good. Seems very good. Spirits can be collected and equipped, apparently, as summons. Oh, weird. What is that? Huh. Okay. Interesting. There are different types of spirits. You can use them for assaults, as decoy, defensive, etc. Spirits can be improved, apparently. And there are also rather useless spirits with other traits. Is that like a Neo 2 thing? Because, I mean, that's exactly what, like, the yokai spirit shit was. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh my God, there's a lot more. Holy shit. Okay. There's multiplayer support during exploration on the open fields, but you are not able to ride your horses in multiplayer, apparently. That's weird. Elden Ring is more manageable, quote, manageable, due to many different options the player has, but there are still many tough enemies. Okay. Okay. Fall damage is low to keep explorers motivated. I don't know if I like that change. I kind of like just falling off of shit and having your character immediately sucked by the vacuum of space while the camera stays atop. I miss that. The actual dungeons do not have a map. There's a crafting system with materials. And Miyazaki guesses that the playtime is maybe at 30 hours, quote, without too many side trips. Okay. That seems kind of short. Although I guess not. I guess not. Like Demon Souls is like 15 hours, but I'm trying to think like how long. That seems about normal, I would think. Maybe a tad bit longer. I'm okay with that. The asynchronous multiplayer elements are returning. You can apparently set up groups with friends, for example, and give their messages dead bodies, etc. Higher priority keyword system, no limit on group size. Oh, so we could have like a stream group. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I can just watch all of you suck. And you can watch me be incredible. Speedrunning prowess. No hit run. Okay. Also, swamps have been confirmed. And they will also, run like shit. That's just how it's going to be. That's just how it's going to be. You just ordered a drop frame shirt. Well, wowee, mister. Where did you get the drop frame shirt, official Alexa? Where could one get such an item? Who could get it? And how much did it cost you? That all sounds great. I'm very excited for the old Elden Ring. You know? So you can leave a message only for Zeke? Yeah. I guess. We could have like a drop frames group. That might be kind of fun. Might be kind of fun. What else is going on? Opatek had a interview about Starfield. There's also a interview from WAPO, the company that, or the news organization that leaked the Starfield trailer yesterday. Just kind of funny. What is this interview saying? Todd Howard of Bethesda Game Studios had the following to say. It's also a bit more of a hardcore of a role-playing game than we've done. It's got some really great character system, choosing your background, things like that. We're going back to some things that we used to do in games long ago that we felt have really let players express their characters they want to be. So I think when you see it being played, you would recognize it as something we made. Chat, what did they used to do? What would that be referencing? Did they do anything different in like Oblivion and stuff? I feel like it was always more crafting. Chat's very memey today. They used to do things like star signs in Oblivion. I guess you also used to create your own spells, but there's not going to be any magic in Starfield, I would think. It would be like sci-fi, right? Maybe you'll be able to create your own gun. Could be exciting. Could be exciting. What else do we got? Einan Zur is apparently going to be the composer for Starfield. Who is that? He's a Emmy Award winner and 3-time BAFTA nominee. He's the composer for Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Dragon Age, Prince of Persia, and Siberia. Okay. He's very well known. He's a big deal. Okay. Cool. What was this Forza stuff that was shown this morning? Oh, they streamed it apparently. Can I go watch the stream? Yeah. It was a 40-minute stream. Which means it's going to look like shit because it's on Twitch and not YouTube, and it won't be 4K. DMCA, motherfucker.
And then it appeared, and then that was it. The game was out in the world. So tell us more about Forza Horizon 5 then. What is it? What are we expecting here?
Yeah, it's the biggest,
chat?
it's the most diverse, it's the most fun Horizon.
Also,
yet.
chat.
The biggest open world we've ever built. It's got an incredible new suite.
While this is
social
happening,
features, which just make it such a fun, engaging,
I'm going to change into
to hang out with your friends. And yeah, this couldn't be
our
more
very
exciting
JPNN camera frame.
To you first, actually, because
it looks like
one
this.
of the things that everyone on social media was talking about yesterday is about how phenomenal Forza Horizon 5 looks, with some of them even saying it's the greatest looking game of all time. As the art director, how does that feel? Everyone's saying these lovely things about what you've been doing.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's we've got such a great team here at Playground that really know their stuff and have been and we're working on Mexico. It's Mexico, and just looking at all the ecotypes that we're working on, every single one is so beautiful that when you pull that together, it makes such a, as Mike has said, diverse but absolutely breathtaking set of visuals there that I can't wait to show more of.
And it's sort of one of those things where it's Mexico. Like, it was going to be a really easy job to make it look beautiful.
No, I'm tiny.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to unpick more of that. But let's have a look at some of the excitement you guys shared on social media yesterday, with our first tweet here being from Roby4TV, who was sort of just excited that it was true. What's that like? What's the reaction that you guys have seen of people finally getting relieved that it's happening, it's here, and it's also only in a few months as well?
Yeah, I mean... even though we've obviously we play the game like
I'm gonna skip ahead to see the
great, but I can't tell you
actual gameplay.
Basically, there's probably bragging rights on Twitter.
Also, we're covering up
the one person that doesn't actually
the
go.
folks.
Someone will do it after this now, yeah.
But do you want to take a stab? Do you want to take a guess?
I mean,
God, that game looks good.
I absolutely have no clue, but
stick out a bit lower left.
A couple hundred, maybe 1,000 at a push or something. Okay. That's a lot.
I mean, I was, my immediate reaction when I was, told the exact number from our great foliage team was, no chance.
Right.
But there is 42,000.
I think it looks all right.
And give or take.
Wow.
Each of those joy cactus.
Yeah, they are all, each joy cactus itself is unique, so it's not exactly 42,000.
No, it's exact.
Give or take.
I mean, this isn't like new gameplay. This is everything they showed yesterday.
You can be at one side of the map.
There are several in the game. Really fun, engaging mini games that you'll all play. A bunch of rules that will be going on to make this game mode work, but some of the ones that I'll call out are, so each time you hit one of those pins, they've set up a rule that adds 5,000 points to your team's score. It didn't have to be a team-based game. They could have had it be a free-for-all or a team versus team game mode where you're all fighting against each other to try and smash as many pins as you can. It's actually based on the development tools that we use as a design team.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is a really powerful tool
more
set,
info here.
and one that I really can't wait to see what people create with.
I could see we spending a lot of time in that, especially streaming with like getting a big convoy together and hanging out and having fun. That looks like 100% my cup of tea. And it's all incredible, and there's so much to look forward to. And I'm saying this very personally.
They're just showing this on loop now.
Improve upon this amazing series with each new title, but actually come up with new ways.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything new here to be seen. It just looks like a little bit big. They were doing a little bit more, not that much. Producers got to pull the plug on that. They didn't show anything new. What else is going on? Xbox has updated their game design for or their game retail box art design. Sorry. As if anyone buys physical video games anymore, What is this going here? Oh, they actually have comparisons here. I don't. Wait a minute. Flight Simulator is not going to work on a Series S? Oh, I see what they're doing. Oh. Okay. Now, the reason they're doing this is because it's more informative. They're starting to realize that their naming system is kind of dog shit, is what is happening here. Because it's going to work like Halo Infinite will be cross-platform. Forza will be cross-platform. But in order to play the Flight Simulator, you have to have a Series X. I'm okay with that. I mean, it kind of has that on the far right, but this one's a little bit easier to read. Yeah, it's whatever. It's a box. I'm not going to buy these, so it doesn't matter too much to me, but I do think it's, I think that's good. I think that's good. Not bad. Not a bad change. What else do we got? Was there an update here? What is this? Wait, what is rule 4 of... Hold on. What the fuck? Oh, this was a duplicate post. I see. I see. We also need to get down to the bottom of the bet chat with Arrakis. Okay. Let me get this here real quick. The book. Arrakis 895. The EA bet. Battlefield 2042 will be on Game Pass day 1. I think I need to give him his 12 months. I think I lost that bet. However, we could also delay the bet because it could still happen. Because EA Play is happening later this month, next month. When is EA Play? July. I dropped the book. Don't tell anyone. I think we're going to wait. You basically have to delay until launch. We would. I mean, I think I specifically said that it would be on day 1 Game Pass. So I mean, maybe they're still working that out. I think we're waiting. Unless I specifically said at E3, I don't think that there was a time involved. If so, that's on him, for one, agreeing to that, and 2, for me not setting the time. You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no one clipped it. He's not even here. He doesn't even care about the bet. He left. All right? He left. Penguin from Outer Space says, fuck this, I'm out. I'm out for 150,000. I think what I'm going to do is gift him a month. Wait, what? Is it 2 R's? Maybe 1S? Wait, did he delete his account? Hold on. Let's see how it's spelled in the book. It's 2 Ks. Joe, thank you for that hundo cheer as well as the big cheer during the stream. There it is. Okay. All right. There we go. He gets a 1-month sub until EA Play. I will continue to gift him subs until the launch of that is out, and then I will finish up the gifted sub to honor the bet. Okay? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What else is there in the world of gaming news? Let's check it out. Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to run at 30 FPS on consoles. Ooh, buoy. It'll be 30 FPS, but it says on TVs that support variable refresh rate, the frame rate can go above 30 FPS. Does it mean like OLEDs or like plasmas? Like, what does that even mean? Wait, what? I don't know what that means, chat. I don't even know what that means. FreeSync TVs? Oh, it means TVs with HDMI 2.0? Ew. Okay. Um, sorry, I was reading a tip. Escamon, thank you for the $10. I appreciate that and your kind words as well. And don't worry about it. Not a big deal. TVs that have G-Sync or FreeSync. Okay, sorry. That makes sense, I guess. So currently on, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. What actually happened on this Take-Two Interactive thing? Oh, this person's saying right here. It was an internal Zoom call between corporate executives discussing corporate diversity and inclusion throughout their enterprise. Oh. I can only guess at how that went with that fan base. And on a channel with 150,000 people watching and 100,000 now. It looks like tuning in to the /E3 channel, it is nothing but Resident Sleepers, and people just spamming. Great. E3 really just making it super interesting. Super interesting. It's very, very exciting. Very exciting. Back in the world of news, what else is going on? Hey, so this Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin demo has been broken now for coming up on 24 hours. I don't know of anyone that's actually been able to play it. Now, my understanding, which is admittedly a simple understanding of how this works, that's on Sony and not Square. And if I'm Square, I'm fucking pissed that Sony had no one there to fix whatever the issue is. Has anyone been able to download it and play it? I don't know of anyone. No one can play it. Jesus. How the fuck have they not figured out what the hell the issue is? That's crazy to me. Today's not a holiday, right? How's it on Sony? Isn't it their code that's broken? I mean, again, my understanding of it, which is admittedly simple, would be that it would be on Sony. I don't know. Square's obviously not going to come out and be like, yeah, Sony fucked up. And Sony's clearly not going to come out and say, hey, Square fucked up. So we'll never actually know the real issue. We just know that 24 hours after the fact, it's not fixed and there's no updates, right? It's Flag Day. Yeah. It's crazy. That's really shitty. I mean, I think clearly with where that was placed in the Square conference, I shouldn't say conference, the Square stream, it was their one more thing. So go play it soon implies please go play this thing later today. And then it can't. So that's gotta suck. That's gotta suck for sure. I just want to kill chaos. They tweeted they knew what was wrong and are fixing it, but a few minutes later it was deleted. Oh, really? I didn't see that. Did not see that. What is this? Oh, we already saw that. Or talked about that. I'm seeing if there's anything else before we jump over into the rumor world. The rumor land. Oh, apparently we forgot about the Intellivision. Apparently Intellivision launched a thing called Amico. What the fuck is Amico? It's a console. It's a $250 console. What? It's a 10. I guess we can take a look.
Hi, I'm Tommy Tellerico, and what an honor it is for Intellivision to be a part of this year's E3. I want to personally thank the ESA for having us be involved. And we have seen some incredible stuff. What a great time to be a gamer. I've been in the video game industry for over 32 years and have been a part of the creative teams that have made some of the greatest video games of all time, including things like Disney's Aladdin, Earthworm Jim, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Metroid Prime, Guitar Hero. I'm even the guy who did the oof sound for Roblox. Don't hate me. There are people in the same room together. That's what we're all about. Now look, I'm gonna be honest. For a lot of you out there watching this, I'm not gonna impress you with our teraflops and gigawatts and screaming processor and incredible lifelike graphics. That's not what we're about. What we are is a really simple, fun,
even the trailer is low
machine
FPS
that you can bring out when maybe some of your non-gaming friends come over. Maybe you have a husband or a wife who isn't in his...
I feel like so far in the 40 seconds or so that we've watched of this, I feel like this is a pure distillation, or whatever the fuck that word is. Distillment, maybe, might be the better form of that, of what the ESA and E3 is at the moment.
Gaming as much as you are. Maybe grandma comes over and you want to play a simple motion control game or a card game or a board game, dice, whatever it is.
Those are his kids. Also, these people are clones. This guy's on his phone saying, this is the stupidest fucking shit right here.
See, all of our games are built around fun, experience, making some of your favorite games. Everything we do, so it's a great way to give them little hints. For example, here in Shark, whoever's in last place, it will vibrate, because we have haptic as well, and then it shows the color of the clam that's going to release the next big bonus pearl. So only that player. I can take my controller, I can go over your house, dock it in your system, and because it recognizes that it's my controller, we can now play all of my games that I own on your system. In-game purchases, in-app advertising, or paid downloadable content. But what we do have is an online leaderboard system for most of exclusive content. Like Retro Reimagine, where we take some of the original Echo the Dolphin team to create our new title called Dolphin Quest. We even take more modern games and add exclusive co-op modes. Games like Rigid Force Redux Enhanced and Dino Blaster. Now our sports and recreational category, charades, and even award-winning board games like Blank Slate, Telestrations, and Ink and Gold. To do that, and then we'll announce 3 winners at the end of the month. Well, thank you for spending a little time with us here today. Hopefully, as you can see, our approach is a little different than everything else that's out there. And we really don't view others as competition. What we're doing, we view as complementary to what the video game industry is doing. It's such an exciting time to be in the industry, to be a fan of the industry, and we are fans of the video game industry. And you know, if there's something that you've seen here today that might be of interest, or maybe you're a developer who wants to make some games for us, maybe you want to place a pre-order, please go to Intellivision.com. We want to hear from you.
Amico!
Don't buy that, chat. That's $250, by the way. That's what that cost. That's $250. That's what Intellivision presented on the /E3 stream today. Very, very exciting. Man. Let's move on. Is this the Starfield thing? What is this? Wait, what is this thing? Oh. This is a trailer about Starfield from Bethesda yesterday. I need a mouthwash. I need a brain wash after that video, chat. Please save me, Bethesda.
At Bethesda Game Studios, we love to create experiences that, through art and technology, transport you.
Uh-huh.
We've brought that to many worlds, but never to what's above us. When we look to the sky, we wonder if we're alone.
Chat, big brain idea. All right. Are you ready? What if Skyrim takes place on a planet that you can visit in Starfield?
What's out there, what our future holds. In some ways, since every element in each of us is from the stars, we want to return. Starfield
Pass
is our
out the
first new
copium.
universe in over 25 years.
Everyone gets around to copium in the chat. It's free here. Okay. We like to pass around the copium as well as the wine.
It's a game we've
You
dreamt
take a
of
huff of copium and
it's
then
only
you
now
chase it with some
We
wine.
have the hardware, the technology, and the experience to push our creative boundaries even further. In it, we invite you to join Constellation, the last group of space explorers. It's a next-generation role-playing game where you'll be who you want, go where you want, experience our stories,
Whoa.
and forge your own.
Hold on.
Game where you'll be who you want.
Okay, so we got like a city going here. There's probably like Earth somewhere, you know?
Go where you want.
We got a little dense jungle here. That looks kind of cool. Kind of into that.
Experience our stories.
We got like a water planet here where they've built up on like some oil rig situation. That looks pretty dope. Pretty into that.
And forge your own.
And then we have Tatooine.
More than that, Starfield's about hope, our shared humanity, and
See?
searching for the answers
It's about hope. It's about hopium.
to life's greatest mystery. We have a lot to share. For the first time, we'll provide an inside look at the inspiration and process behind Starfield. We hope you'll join Constellation and go with us on the journey as we craft our next epic.
When? Today? feel like I just got sold a console from a company like 40 years ago for $250 where it was just playing like phone games and stuff after watching that trailer. That felt weird. I know that's oddly specific, but you know, it is what it is. You know, that's kind of a weird one. What else is there? I don't know if there's any other like actual trailers today. I mean, there is a lot of trailers, but it's stuff we've all seen. I don't know if there's any other news. We could go visit the rumor news. Could be. Did you cover the Lord of the Rings Prime leaks? I did not. Something on this might be worth mentioning. Let's check it out. Little key chat alert. I think we saw this yesterday in some form. What was the Lord of the Rings Prime leaks? Is that video game related or is that video? Like TV news. Yeah, we saw the Haunted Space trailer. Did we even think E3 was even good, or did it suck overall? I kind of think it was bad. I think there were good trailers. I think there was only one conference, and I think E3 as an idea was good because I had fun getting together with my friends and talking over conferences and whatnot. I think E3 is a entity and as a corporation in a lot of ways was fucking awful. And I think there's a lot of different facets of that. I think DMCA and music licensing stuff is something that the industry as a whole, and I talked about this last night. I think it's something that the industry as a whole is going to have to work out because it sucks for so many different ways and so many different things. From my point of view, from a content creator's point of view, I think the idea that we have to watch trailers without the original music really fucking sucks for watching those trailers. And I think for people like you who watch the channel, for us to react and watch those trailers sucks from a first experience with said IP. And I think the correlation to a publisher / developer on that is that the first impression when watching it through the lens of a content creator restreaming it is that that's an immediate lost sale on something that might have not been otherwise. And I think when the company like Twitch is looking at it through that lens, you can't just go and restrict it in some form because then you lose like a minutes watched or a analytic point, a data point that then you can go and use to sell to advertisers. So the entire ecosystem is affected by this shit at the end of the day. And really the only thing that could ever actually occur is a revisiting of what DMCA law actually means. And the likelihood of that actually changing is very, very slim because the people that would actually do that is the very people that are kind of at the core of the issue here, the ESA. So I don't really think anything is going to change ultimately. Because if you think about the ESA, the people that are on the board of the ESA represent pretty much 90 to 95% of the top video game publishers and developers in the world. So they're not going to really, you're not going to see Microsoft come out and say like, yeah, fuck the ESA. We side with Jeff because they're on the actual ESA. So I don't know what changes. Probably nothing. Rami Ismail, who was on Drop Frames yesterday, made the point that you're going to see potentially a lot of indie developers just go and try to make their own music entirely. But in the world of advertising, the reason that you throw, for example, yesterday, the reason that you throw the song I Need a Hero or whatever from Flashdance, I think is maybe where that originally showed up. Is because people can relate to that. It, is evocative of being exciting and being fun. But it's also kind of this satirical implication of the game being kind of comedic and being joyful and silly at the same time. And so that's why I use a song like that. If you're using this and overlaying this song on the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer, doesn't really work, right? Doesn't really work. So yeah, I don't know what's going to change, if anything. It's a weird time. It's a weird time. Weird time for sure. What really should happen is everyone should just be, given $1 billion, and we'll have universal, salaries. And we'll just make money something that doesn't exist, and then we can all go journey into the stars with Jean-Luc Picard, right? Right? That's how it should be. That's how it should be, right there. I am still scrolling and seeing nothing but trailers. Really nothing news related at the moment. So let's go visit our friends over at the gaming news and rumors thing. We also have Nintendo tomorrow. I don't really know what to expect from them. I think we have to see Breath of the Wild tomorrow. Well, we have to see one of a couple of things. We either have to see Breath of the Wild 2, or we have to see Bayonetta 3, which I don't think will be there at all. Or we have to see a Metroid thing, right? That's my copium. One of those three things hopefully needs to be there in some form. And I think the most likely one is Zelda. I think that's probably going to come out this year. Because what the fuck else are they going to put out? And I really think, even though Nintendo tweeted out and saying that it's going to be 40 minutes of upcoming software, I really think that they could pull a one more thing and say like, hey, we're actually doing this new Switch thing. Tune in on X day to learn more about our upcoming hardware SKU or something. We'll see. They have to. There's been so many leaks around the fucking new Switch thing. Like that Best Buy ad that we covered yesterday. There's gotta be stuff. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, wait, what is this? This rumor is a grain of salt rumor. I'm not familiar with this at all. It says the Nintendo OSS, which stands for Open Source Software, webpage is rarely updated unless a high-profile OS release occurs. It usually takes months for small updates to have the source published, like version 12.0, for example, which is still not there. The page was updated sometime this weekend to add the text or later version to, quote, Nintendo Switch and Wii U. This is such a minor update, it seems unlikely that devs would be bothered tidying up this page unless they're anticipating adding more to it soon. This is a grain of salt. However, it'll be there tomorrow. Copium, Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing. There's no word about a Sony showcase. No, Sony hasn't really said anything, I don't think. The last thing they showed was that Horizon. The Horizon stuff. We talked about the Elder Scrolls 6 Easter egg and the Starfield teaser, which was a map. Oh. Apparently, there's a rumor that later today at this Capcom event happening in about hour and 45. What time is that at? 5:30. Two hours, 15 minutes. The Onimusha franchise might be rebooted. We might get Onimusha. Could be cool. I'd play an Onimusha game. But we'll see if that's going to be there. That's a rumor, grain of salt. Who knows? Could be good. What else? Let me see if there's any other stuff. So this is saying that a Sony event could happen in a few weeks, according to the person that leaked the Final Fantasy Origins stuff. Although, like, what would Sony even show at that? I don't know. I don't really know, like, if they have anything in the pipeline that we don't already know about. Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, I guess. It kind of, the more that I think about it, it kind of sucks that, in a lot of ways, like, Square Enix is giving Sony, like, some pretty big fucking reveals. Like, could you imagine yesterday what we would be talking about and how much the narrative would have changed if Square held Final Fantasy 16 till the end? Like, that was their one more thing. And that Final Fantasy Origin was just kind of like, oh, that looks cool. You know, they said chaos a lot, but that looks kind of weird. Like, what if, you know, what if the one more thing yesterday was Final Fantasy 16? It'd be completely different. It'd be a completely different story. Be a little bit different. I don't know if we'll see Final Fantasy 16 for a while. Oh, I guess Sony also had that for Forspoken or whatever too, right? Dude, if they had both of those, that would have been a completely different event. That would have been a completely different event for Square. All right, there's no more new rumors or anything on that place. You know the story of Final Fantasy 1, the chaos thing makes a little sense. Yeah, no, I'm aware. I wonder why they didn't give context to that. I guess you'd have to sit down and be like, Final Fantasy 1 had a story where you fought chaos and saved the world at the end of the, and then when he did the state, that's why he wants to kill chaos, because all that shit, you know? Paul Tassi has an interesting take. Arrakis, what the fuck are you doing, man? I owe you the sub. I gifted you the sub, Arrakis, for 1 month because the bet's still on. You can't gift me 5 subs. That's not how that works. I'm sorry, Fredisbed, Estevio, Cathrode, Argod, and the Zez. I am revoking your subs. You are not a sub in my brain. And I apologize that you were put into this position by such a chaotic person named Arrakis. Just you know, those are some illegal ass subs over there. Okay. Crazy. It's unfortunate. Paul Tassi has an article that says the math behind Xbox Game Pass versus $70 Sony games will snowball very quickly. That's an interesting take. If you're buying a Sony $70 game versus a Game Pass for $15 a month, or if you're just playing console, $10 a month. Okay, let's go with his napkin math. Okay, let's read his napkin math here. He says, let's say you want to play 12 Xbox Series X first-party games over 3 years and 12 first-party PS5 games over 3 years. All those games are coming to Xbox Game Pass, so you'll be paying $10 a month, bearing any special deals for 12 months times 3 years, so $360. Assuming all those games are $70 each, you're instead paying $840 for Sony. So the difference between the cost savings is quite literally almost the price of an Xbox Series X itself. And the longer this goes on, the wider this gets. Simply doubt that. $720 for Game Pass for 6 years of games, and then 24 $70 PS5 games, and that's $1,680. A gap of almost $1,000 over the course of most of a console generation. And even if you're doing the Game Pass Ultimate at $15 a month, that's $1,080, still $600 less than purchasing those 24 PS5 games. And of course, we're ignoring that if you're not just getting those 24 Xbox Series X games, but a ton of other games that you can play that you probably wouldn't have purchased otherwise. And with Ultimate, access to PC and mobile games, streaming copies as well. He's got a good point. You can sell a $70 game, Game Pass, no. I mean, I guess. Then again, do you really own anything anymore? You know, think about it. Think about how many subscription services you have that you don't actually own. You don't even own your car. That shit's on a loan anyways. You don't even own your house. Anyways, we're going off on a wild tangent. You own your car? Do you though? Do you really, chat? I own your house? Okay, calm down, Ninja. Jesus. What is this weird fucking flex? What else is going on? God, that was a weird Intellivision thing. I think that's it for the news. I think we're all up to date on the news. You wouldn't download a car? I wouldn't download a car. Would you download a car? You know? Would you download a car? Are you crazy? In this economy? I wouldn't download a car. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. Thank you to the people that have been buying a shirt, by the way. We've now spammed my inbox more. Jerks. NFT cars. True. I've downloaded a lot of cars in Forza 4. You have to get them in your garage. Oh, shit. Chad, he downloaded a car. I'm going to report him. Oh, we've got a key chat alert. Oh, that's kind of weird. It's not necessarily, I mean, I guess it is kind of news. So Forza 5's actual release date is November 5th. It gets a price drop from $80 to $60 on the 9th. And it's actually on Game Pass on day 4, not 1. So I guess they're selling early access to Forza for $80 is what he's saying. And then it comes... If you pre-order the game, if you pre-order the premium add-on bundle, deluxe or premium edition, you can play it on November 5th. But it's also coming to Game Pass on day 1 of actual release, which is November 9th. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird. I get it. Forza's always had a shit ton of, like, different editions, though. Right? Gotcha, Falderos. Did the person who bought the Devolver NFT VHS reveal themselves? I saw that it was a streamer by the name of Vanalis21, but I didn't see if there was ever confirmation of that. I didn't see if there was confirmation. I think that was him, right? Was that him that did that? Maybe I'm thinking of it. Oh, yeah. He said, I got the Devolver tape. He tweeted it out. But I didn't see confirmation. So, maybe. Maybe not. Who's to say? Who's to say? Anyways, that's going to do it for JPNN, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, we will be back tomorrow afternoon after the Nintendo conference, which is happening at 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Joining me to cover the event will be Elspeth, Luxy Games, Rami, and newly added guest Strippin, my ex-husband. To cover that. We're bringing him in case there's a Smash announcement so that we can have some hype. Should be good. Should be good. It's 40 minutes long, I believe, is how long that event's going to go. And I don't think Nintendo has said anything that will be there, have they? I don't think they've said anything. Let me see. Now, here's a weird world that we live in, chat. Nintendo of America, on their official Twitter account, tweeted, "Get to know your new literature club members as you write your way through this love story. Just remember to not judge a book by its cover. ... The terrifying Doki Doki Literature Club Plus comes to Nintendo Switch on June 30th. Man. That is a Fox News story waiting to happen right there. Absolutely waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying? Tucker is already getting wet thinking about that shit. Your kids ask you about that game today, actually, Esmond? Oof. You got to be careful. You got to be careful with that shit. A lot of kids are going to have their lives ruined, you know? They also tweeted out, see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific. Tune in for a Nintendo Direct with roughly 40 minutes of info focused exclusively on Nintendo Switch software, mostly releasing in 2021, followed by around 3 hours of gameplay and the Nintendo Treehouse. What do we think is going to be played in the 3 hours of gameplay? I think definitely we're going to see some of that Mario Golf tomorrow. Do you think they play Breath of the Wild? Maybe. Maybe. Skyward Sword? Oh no. Chat, they might just focus on Skyward Sword. I keep forgetting that game exists because I don't give an actual fuck about it. That comes out this year. Breath of the Wild 2 comes out next year. There's no way they're going to release Breath of the Wild 2 the same year that Skyward Sword comes out. Oh, no. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, chat. They'll focus on Pokemon and that's it. Tomorrow might suck. We might not see Breath of the Wild. They said mostly releasing in 2021, though. That means that there will be games that are not releasing in 2021. I think we're going to see some Breath of the Wild. I think it's going to happen. I think it's got to happen. You know? It has to be there. We have to see it, chat. Give me the copium. All right? Hit me with some of that copium. Right fucking now. It has to be there. It has to. Has to, chat. Anyways, thank you for watching JPNN. Appreciate it. If you're new, you've never seen it before, make sure to smash that sub button and ring that bell on YouTube's. We do the news every single day at the start of the stream, usually around 12 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to join us, perhaps give some cheat cat alerts. Doesn't really work, but it kind of does. Some key chat alerts or anything like that. We'd love to have you back for future episodes. But for now, this news reporter is signing out. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. We need to get an outro for this, you know? Maybe I'll work on that. Okay, bye now.